Good afternoon, my friends. My name is Lama Jigme, and this is Buddha's Meditation Manual. This is an ongoing commentary on the Maha Satipatthana Plus, which you can download for free using one of the links in the doodly-doo. We're continuing with our work on page 2. Specifically, the direct path. These 6 lines can be described as 3 couplets. Allow me to read them to you right now. This is the only way, bhikkhus, for the purification of beings, for the overcoming of sorrow and lamentation, for the disappearance of pain and grief, for reaching the noble path, for the realization of Nibbana, namely, the 4 foundations of mindfulness. We come to the word bhikkhus. Bhikkhus means monk in Pali, or bhikshus also means monk, but this time in Sanskrit. Now, what is a monk? If you were to ask a fundamentalist, they would cite a long list of things they're not allowed to do and somehow say that they are defined by what they don't do. And folks, that is funny. Fundamentalists tend to define themselves by what they refrain from, whereas liberals, such as myself, tend to define ourselves by what we do. I define myself as a monk not because of my training, not because of my vows, but because I'm devoted to the practice and the study and the dissemination of Buddha's techniques. It defines my recreation, my vocation, everything in my life is influenced by this passion. That's what defines me as a monk, besides my nifty duds and my bitchin' haircut. Let's turn our attention to the first phrase, the first half of the line before the word bhikkhus. This is the only way. There is an aphorism amongst many New Agers. It goes like this. There are many paths to the top of the mountain. One path's no better than the other. Ask a hiker, and they'll say, it depends what you want. Different paths take you different places. Not all reach the top of the mountain. If you don't believe me, then you need to re-watch the Iger Sanction with our friend, Mr. Clint Eastwood. Not all paths lead to the top. Buddha was saying, this is the only way. Now, bear in mind, there are many spiritual paths with different spiritual goals. So let's explore more precisely what Buddha's goals were. Allow me to continue reading. For the purification of beings, for the overcoming of sorrow and lamentation, for the disappearance of pain and grief, for reaching the noble path, for the realization of Nibbana, namely the 4 foundations of mindfulness. What is this Nibbana? In Pali, Nibbana, in Sanskrit, Nirvana. What is the liberation the Buddha offers us? Is it the liberation from the presence of suffering? Many fundamentalists say so. But when we look at the writings attributed to Buddha, he talks about his sufferings before enlightenment, and he talks about his sufferings after enlightenment. So there was no cessation of the presence of suffering. Then what was he liberated from? The tyranny of suffering. That's what Buddha offers us. Freedom from the tyranny of suffering. Many years and centuries and millennia after the death of Buddha, Neo-Taoist influences infected Buddhism and Hindu influences infected Buddhism. And they added things to Buddhism like puja and offerings and bowing and ritual. But in the innermost essence of Buddha's original teachings, none of these are found. In fact, in other places, he mocks those things. So, according to this passage, to these 6 lines, to these 3 couplets, to this 1.5 quatrains, the key to purification, the key to freedom from the tyranny of sorrow, the key to understanding and accomplishing his path is the 4 foundations of mindfulness, or are the 4 foundations of mindfulness, which is the theme of the Mahasatipatthana Plus. I love this. This is so liberating, folks. I can't tell you how many people say, oh, it takes 3 aeons to become a Buddha. Oh, it takes 7 lifetimes to become a Buddha. Hey, later on in this same text, it is written that you can accomplish a path in 7 years or less, or 7 months, or 7 weeks, or even 7 days. How empowering. What a sense of possibility that could evoke. I look forward to sharing the next passage with the Satipatthana with you in the next video. If you've liked this video, then click like and do share it with your friends on social media. If you want to make sure not to miss the next video or episode, then I recommend you do 3 things. Number 1, find the red button that reads subscribe and give that bad boy a click. Number 2, look for the little gear icon, give that a click. Number 3, check the box that's revealed by clicking the gear icon that allow you to receive notifications from YouTube every time I upload a video. If you'd like instruction, you're welcome to it. The Tuesday class begins in December, the first week of December. And you're welcome to attend in person if you live in Southern California. If not, you're welcome to attend via live webinar simulcast. Either way, live or in person, you can register by using the second link in the doodly-doo below. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Bye-bye now.